Hey everybody, this is CarbonSoulGaming here, and we're going to be playing a little bit of Paragon. I'm going to be trying to help you guys out and teach you how to properly use Khaimera. I am going to note that the footage that you're seeing is actually me going against AIs just for you to get a better feel of what you have to do when you use them against real people. It's not going to be the exact same though, because of course real people are smarter and actually know how to move and get back to a tower. This video is also not going to contain a build on how to build him, like with cards and whatnot. However, I will tell you what your main focusing points would be. With me, I usually like to start with health regeneration. So I use the reptile claw, whatever the hell it's called, I don't remember. And I max that out with 3 regeneration things, 2 of them being level 5, 1 of them being level 2. So once I hit level 12 on my unspent power, it should be just enough for me to get to it. What you're going to want to start the game though is by going into the jungle and leveling up as much as possible so you can get that regeneration right off the bat. People aren't going to be able to expect it from you, and it just makes things a hell of a lot easier. After you're dipped into regeneration, the next thing you're going to want to do is start going for attack speed and damage. More attack speed means more health regeneration when you use the circle passive on Khaimera. That is one of the first things that should be leveled up with your Khaimera all the way. The more health regeneration you have, the longer you're going to be able to last. And I cannot stress enough that attack speed is definitely key. You're going to keep on going and just keep trying to last shot minions, going back into the jungle, and whenever needed, go back to put in your cards, of course. You do this for a while, keep getting your health regeneration up, and once you have that first regeneration card, start focusing on attack power or attack speed. I go attack speed first because you can stay out longer, like I said beforehand, and later on you'll see the stuff that you'll be able to do with that regeneration. For instance, right here, Grux made a big mistake for coming at me while I was in the jungle after getting health regeneration from enemies. This strategy that I'm trying to teach you about though is going to have a lot to do with the jungle. You're not going to be able to fight really much at the beginning because of how weak you're going to be for the longest time. By the end of the game though, you'll be like maybe 10-shotting enemies or something sort of like that, and it makes it a whole lot easier. This is the part up here where health regeneration can come in handy. For instance, you go inside of a tower and then you run out of minions. So you just decide to ignore it and fight the tower on your own. See, the health regeneration keeps going up, and the tower can't keep up with it. Makes it really easy to take a tower on your own. Now this wouldn't necessarily work that well in PvP because somebody would probably already be on your ass, but it is a way that you can get in there and do some damage without them being able to get up on you right there. This is also really helpful for when people like Grux like to pull you into an area, like into the air radius of a tower, and make the tower hit you or something like that. If you already have your health regeneration up, which is probably unlikely that it's going to be happening that way, but you never know, you will be able to survive the tower and probably be able to get out fast enough. However, fighting a hero and a tower at the same time is probably not likely going to end up in your favor unless you're fighting AIs, of course. Khaimera is a pretty simple character to get the ropes on him with. A lot of people say that you should stack into crit and damage, and that's it, and only rely on the unleash move to get off your real damage, but it's not 100% necessary to do that. Some people even go with a tank version of him and just stack into HP and maybe a bit of attack, because the spirit regeneration can get your health back just like it's nothing. I can see how that would be useful, because he already does a fair amount of damage as is, just with his regular level scaling without cards. And the Cull move is a very good move, especially if you're within a group of your own teammates. You can use Cull, it roots them to the ground and they can't move. Your teammate can just jump around them and head them off that way. The only bad part about that being is that it's a super, so it takes a long time for it to come back, and it can also be helpful with your ambush move. Say people are trying to run away and you can just jump right onto their back. I can't tell you how many times I played as, say, Grim for instance, and a Khaimera start killing me. I use suppression mode on him to get him off of me, and by the time I turn around to run away, he's already right back on me with ambush. And ambush can get a lot more people than people let on to believe. It is a very good move. Once you reach maybe about this level right here, maybe level 12, about 30, it's probably safe to say that you can come out of the jungle and maybe try to lane a bit. Khaimera's probably he's probably one of the better laners when it comes to him being like at a later level. He can solo a tower on his own. Now he can't solo an inhibitor. If you don't know, inhibitors do a lot more damage than regular towers do, and I'm not quite sure on my own if regular towers can do more damage than, if the second tower can do more damage than the first tower. I don't know that for sure. I should probably look that up or something, but I have absolutely no idea. But once you get him into his later levels, of course, as you can see here, he can dish out a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage, and really fast. You can just straight up ignore the Tesla orb that Gadget can put up. And see me right here maxing out. That's all you need is a Wind Carver blade with 3 2s in speed and a blast harness with a 4, a 3, and a 3. That's how I've always done it. Right here, it's really helpful to rush the Prime Helix on your own as Khaimera, as he's the only one that can solo it. Khaimera is a grade A motherfucker when it comes to soloing the Prime Helix. The health regeneration's a big help. Whenever he pushes you back with a shield, though, it can make you think that it's not going to work out. Like, your health regeneration's probably going to go down a bit. Now, I'll admit, they almost got me right here, those AI did, but that was because I was being a retard and was trying to fight them by myself. Once you get your Prime card activated, though, I usually go back to base just to make sure I have all my mana and cooldowns and stuff. And this part right here kind of speaks for itself. Khaimera will just waste people. I don't remember what it's called. It's not the Centurion card. And of course, it's not the Archmagus. I can't remember what the other card is. But you will just eat people's health bars. And that health regeneration is just all over you. Especially when you find a person by themselves. Even if you find a group of people, his health regeneration can definitely do something to stop them from killing you all at once. See, in this moment right here, I managed to kill everyone on the enemy team and not have a problem doing it just because of how powerful Khaimera can get. Now, of course, yes, this is AI. I probably would never be able to do that against actual players, and neither would you, so shut up. But this is a testament of how powerful he can get. He just went in and destroyed 2 towers without even thinking about it, and now he's having to go back for the 3rd one. He's very effective when it comes to attack speed if you have all the right stuff put on him. See, their Grux can't get past my health regeneration at all. back into the jungle, find the Prime Helix again, decide that I should probably take him out. He's not hard at all to kill as Khaimera. It just takes a while for your health regeneration to be able to get more than his damage can be put off at. Honestly, if you really think about it, the Prime Helix probably does need a buff. But it's probably safe to assume that no other character in this game could solo the Prime Helix at all. Here I managed to get the black buff, which is a buff that helps out destroying structures, along with the Prime buff, which is going to destroy the core completely. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you use Khaimera. It's very simple. If you have any questions, comments, I'm open to hear it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like for more. You know, whatever. This is CarbonSoulGaming. I'll see you guys next time.
Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast.